I have this group of friends that we like to get together and so we jokingly call ourselves the Janome girls because we all happen to have Janome machines. We were talking recently about all the stories we keep hearing about local families who are facing challenges, either because of the economy or life situations they're going through. We thought it would be great to get together and sew a project to help encourage a family.
Right now, a lot of people could just use some encouragement, and that's what this project is all about.
So first we had to figure out what we could do.
So how do we decide who to help and where do we find them?
I bet if we keep our eyes and ears open, they're probably just all around us.
Exactly. I just heard about a family at our church who are new foster parents and they really have their hands full.
Is it a baby? I'd love to do clothes.
Or what if we did the whole nursery?
Great. I'm glad you guys are on board. And I'll find out more about the family and then we'll get together next week, come up with a plan. So here's a really cool thing. I actually have a friend who works with Janome, and she said when I told her what we were doing that they might want to help us out somehow, and it might involve one of their brand new top-of-the-line machines, but we'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, I need to find out more about the family we're going to help. So the couple I mentioned last week are named Earl and Deanna. When Earl and Deanna fell in love and got married, doctors had already told them that due to her medical condition, it was highly unlikely that she'd ever get pregnant.
I had a tumor in one of my ovaries, and so it was removed, and then I have some medical conditions that make it extremely difficult for me to be able to get pregnant. But we always knew that we wanted children, so we had our hearts set on adopting.
Being foster parents wasn't even something we wanted to consider.
The idea that you can invest years of your life in a foster child and all of a sudden have them taken away and given to a distant relative or something like that is just something we didn't want to go through.
But when we heard about the extensive need for foster parents, something in our hearts started to change.
Then you go into a hospital and you see a little girl, just a few days old, lying there, nobody visiting, nobody there to take care of her, and fighting for her life, medical complications, and something just changes.
The first time we laid eyes on Rebecca, we fell in love with her and we knew she was something very special. We just knew we were meant to take care of her.
If we get to keep her forever, then that'd be wonderful. We'd love to adopt her, but if it's not God's plan, then we'll fill her up with as much love as we possibly can right now.
We treasure her one day at a time. She's a gift to us, but a gift that only comes with the promise of today and no guarantee of tomorrow. But you know what? We'll take that.
Oh my goodness, so what can we do for them?
Well, I think like what you suggested, we could redo their nursery.
Well, that would be great.
They're probably going to need window coverings.
And bumper pads and changing table cover and a nice quilt.
Well, you know, I've got 3 sons. It'd be great to do something pretty and pink for the little girl.
Well, good. Okay, I've already set up a meeting. Will next Thursday work for everyone?
Absolutely.
Yes. Do that.
So what's this Janome secret you were going to tell us about?
Does it involve getting a free sojourn?
I'll take a Horizon if they're giving those away.
Well, how do you guys feel about being in a Janome video?
For what?
Well,
I thought we were working on a nursery project.
Well, we are. It's for a new machine they have coming out in the fall, and they're offering to let us use them to make the things for Little Rebecca's nursery.
Well, they're videotaping us?
Well, they'd be using some shots in a bigger video for a dealer convention they've got going on.
I don't know about trying to learn a new machine while we're actually working on a project.
Well, I thought so too, but what they're telling me is this machine is really designed to make it easy to use.
Does it do embroidery?
I don't know.
Does it have a big bed base like the Horizon?
Oh, well, I don't know. They're being really hush-hush about all the details. What do you think? Are we in or out? Hi, are you Deanna?
I am.
Hi, I'm Jamie. We talked on the phone.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. This is Kathy and Debbie and Joyce.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Everybody.
you. This is Deanna. We're here to give you a new nursery.
Oh, that is exciting. Please come on in.
We decided to become foster parents because we could make a whole world of difference in one little life and give a child a home. So when we found out these people wanted to decorate a nursery for us, we thought, wow, that kind of encouragement's really cool. We can feel kind of isolated when we're going through the foster process, and to know these women want to support what we're going through is really wonderful.
So Deanna, how is Rebecca doing medically? Is she healthy?
Yeah, so far everything's great.
And how's she doing with your family and is she sleeping and those kind of things?
She's a miracle baby. She's been sleeping since about 2 months, almost through the night completely, which is fabulous.
Wow.
Yeah. No, she's amazing, happy. Yeah, everybody just loves her. She's just really outgoing and really likes to interact with people.
Do you have any particular design or decorating ideas, theme that you would like to go with?
We really wanted to do a frog pond theme, very natural, lots of flowers and the paisley and the swirlies and kind of flowing in.
Kind of more organic as opposed to very...
Yes, we're pretty organic, natural.
This actually holds the diapers.
Okay.
And clips onto the edge of the crib. It's really, really handy. Very easy to get the diapers in and out when you're in.
Yeah, we have it. We have a glider up in the room.
And you'd like to have that recovered too to match, coordinate with the room?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be wonderful. I love quilts, so I like the ones that have the different little spots.
Yeah.
I love this
We could
pattern.
maybe transform the bears and put some frogs on there and some butterflies or lily pads or something to make it fit the theme.
I would love that. Yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll let you get back with the baby. Is it okay if we go upstairs and look around, take some measurements?
Yes, please do.
That's exactly how we want to live our lives, giving to others as much as we can. And so when someone wants to return and give us love and show us love by doing this, it's just wonderful.
And I think they really do care about what happens to Rebecca, and with the hardship she's experienced so early in her little life, she needs all the love she can get.
So if each of us does 3 projects, we have about a dozen things for the nursery. Should we sign up? Like, who wants to do the window coverings?
I'll do the window coverings. We just need to decide how we want to do it.
She did like the tied...
The little ribbon.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this all on the new Janome machines. Does it have enough sewing room?
I hope so.
I hope it's easy to do embroidery with it.
Yeah, I hope we can bring the designs from the layout into the machine and it stitches out.
Well, I just know they told me it was amazing and that we'd be able to get everything done in a day.
Wow, really? That's great.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Kim. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Hey, this is Debbie and Joyce and
Hi. It's nice to meet you guys. So here's the plan for today. We're going to be doing 2 videos here in the studio. The first one is going to be me doing a demo on the Janome sewing machine. You guys can just sit back, watch, relax. Then we'll get all you gals together. You'll be sewing on the machine. We're going to film your first reactions. And you've got to be totally honest.
Honest, really? Like good or bad?
Absolutely. The whole purpose of this is to get your first reactions.
So for the second video, we're going to be sewing the actual items to the nursery?
Absolutely. You guys are going to get all your baby projects finished today. I promise.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, here we go.
I can't wait to see this new machine.
Wow, look at that. Oh, it's great looking. Yeah.
Introducing the Horizon Memory Craft 12,000. Expand your sewing, quilting, and embroidery to new horizons with the most workspace ever on a Janome, and embroidery features beyond anything on the 11,000, including the largest, most stable embroidery arm ever developed by Janome. From AccuFeed Flex to the innovative touch display, everything on the outside of the Memory Craft 12,000 looks new, but it's what's on the inside that will change the way you create. Let's start with embroidery layout. When you're using the built-in program, you're not limited to the touchscreen. Watch this. The new Horizon Link feature lets you connect your PC and work on your machine in real time on any size screen. Or with the software installed on your laptop or Windows tablet, work on your embroidery wherever you happen to be. Create on the go. Just link your computer to your Memory Craft 12,000 and you're ready to stitch. Don't put your PC away yet, because it allows you to do something even more amazing. Create your own running stitches for your Memory Craft 12,000 with the Stitch Composer. You don't just combine or adjust existing stitches, you make them from scratch. It's easy, sort of like a sophisticated dot-to-dot, and very addictive. Your machine can store up to 30 of these at a time, but you can save an unlimited number on your PC. Then just load them and use them like you would any stitch. The Memory Craft 12,000 does embroidery in a big way, and there's still no bulky attachment sticking out from the side of your machine. The linear motion embroidery system slips neatly onto the back. During regular sewing, it gives your fabric extra support and still allows you to use the free arm. You have a bigger embroidery area than ever before with greater accuracy. The linear motion embroidery system utilizes 3 linear guides instead of just 1. This technology, developed for industrial robots, gives you beautiful stitch quality down to the finest detail. And with 4 standard hoops up to 11.8 inches long, you can use dozens of the large-scale built-in embroidery designs, or easily import new designs of virtually any size. The machine also has the new JPX format. It allows the MemoryCraft 12000 to view graphic data, which you can use to fine-tune your design when embroidering iron-on transfers. Do you like free motion quilting? This next feature will blow you away. Imagine starting your free motion with a straight stitch, then widening it out to a zigzag, all without taking your hands off your fabric. The variable zigzag function allows you to broaden and taper stitches while you're sewing using the knee lifter. Choose the variable zigzag function and start sewing. Begin widening your stitch with the touch of your knee, up to 9 millimeters wide. As you release the knee lifter, the stitch narrows again. And speaking of a 9 millimeter stitch width, this new machine has it, a first for Janome. The MemoryCraft 12000 comes with 425 built-in stitches, many of which can be set up to 9 millimeters wide. To accommodate this new stitch width, the machine comes with 20 new presser feet. One of the places you'll enjoy this width is in the expanded collection of play stitches. Whimsical and clever, you could play with them all day. Quilters love our AccuFeed system. Now it's been given a major upgrade and a new name, AccuFeed Flex. It still keeps your thickest, trickiest layers moving in perfect sync with the feed dogs, but it's also detachable, so when you're not using it, you can easily remove it. AccuFeed Flex works with 2 kinds of feet, a dual prong for extra traction and a single prong for when you need to get in close. You'll have a much easier time seeing up close on the MemoryCraft 12000 thanks to the optical illumination system. The highlight slides out to give extra illumination to the needle. And for a really close look, you can attach the AccuView magnifier. This machine gives you embroidery and sewing speeds up to 1,000 stitches per minute, 1-step needle plate conversion, a pivot function on the automatic presser foot lifter, an automatic height sensor for free motion quilting, an automatic pressure sensor for the presser foot, and the new and improved cloth guide, which automatically measures seams up to 8 1/4 inches wide. These are just a few of the features that save you time and give you a more professional finish. The Horizon MemoryCraft 12000 is a major step forward in sewing. It will allow you to complete your projects more quickly when you're under a deadline. But it's so effortless to use and gives you such amazing creative tools, you'll be able to enjoy whole days of sewing, quilting, and embroidery. It's truly expanding your horizon. These 4 women have something in common. They're working together to create a custom nursery project. They're under a tight deadline, and they're all sewing on a machine that they'd never seen until just a few minutes ago. These are the first customers to use Janome's brand new Horizon MemoryCraft 12000, a machine that brings you the ultimate top-of-the-line features in a way that's so easy and convenient you'll be able to use these features within minutes after taking it out of the box. But don't take our word for it. Let's see what these women have to say.
The first thing I experienced when I sat down at the machine was the roominess. The actual working space was so big that I could really spread out my project and get comfortable.
Part of my project involved some pillows with embroidered frogs, and I'm kind of new at embroidery, so I was a bit nervous with trying it on a machine I had never used before. But the MemoryCraft 12000 made it so easy. You just set it up, press start, and it was like the machine actually knew what to do. I can already tell that this machine is capable of embroidery functions I haven't even dreamed of yet. The way it's set up, it can go as advanced as I want, and yet at the same time, if I want to do something simple, it makes it easy and not more complicated. They have this slim embroidery unit that fits on the back, and so the embroidery arm swings out the back of the machine and it feels really sturdy. I felt like the embroidery area gave me all this room to work with.
I've worked on machines that would either give you very precise stitching or would go really fast, but you kind of had to choose which one you wanted. The great thing about this machine is it gives you both.
I love that you can just leave the embroidery unit attached when you do regular sewing. Making these little dresses, I was going back and forth between embroidery and sewing, so that was really nice.
My only problem with the machine was that there were so many cool features. I wanted to play with them all, but there wasn't enough time. I had some work to get done. I'm really excited to play with the new Stitch Composer. It looks amazing. If you can do dot to dot, you can create your own stitches. How cool is that?
When you're a professional stitcher, you learn one thing really quickly. The bells and whistles are really nice, but what you need to know is this machine sturdy and dependable?
For me, it's important the machine is quick. I don't always have a lot of time to get my projects done, so I really need it to keep up with me. When I do a command on the touch screen, I need it to respond quickly, and this machine was really quick. It had fast response, fast stitching. I was really pleased. I also want my machine to be quiet. When I'm working with a group of friends, I don't want to have to yell over the top of the machine like we're in some sort of sweat factory. I loved how quiet this machine was. Plenty of power, but nice and quiet.
I really like the lighting on this machine. I remember growing up, my grandma would be sewing and she'd have to get up, drag a lamp across the room over to her sewing area just so she could see. I'm obviously a very young, healthy woman, but I do occasionally need a little bit of help seeing small things. The lighting on the Memory Craft 12,000 is great, and if I need a little extra light, there's a highlight feature I can pop open. If I really need a closer look, it's got a built-in magnifier. They've really got me covered.
One of the things I got to make for the nursery was a quilt. So I got to use the AccuFeed Flex. It moved the fabric through beautifully, and when I was done, I just detached it and it was out of my way. I love the quick change needle plate. I didn't even need a screwdriver. When I went from sewing the crib bumpers to working on the quilt, it just took a second to switch over. I just clicked the release, popped off my regular plate, and popped in the straight stitch plate.
I can sum up what I like about this machine in one word: flexible. If I'm under a major deadline like we were today, it gets my project done quickly. But if I were sewing to relax and I had more time, this is a machine I'd want to sew on all day long.
To be honest, I'm a little nervous about going home and sewing on my old machine. With all the roominess and great features on this machine, I may not want to sew on anything else ever again. This machine could really spoil you.
And there you have it. Whether you quilt, embroider, sew home decor, or do a combination of all three, this machine will do it all and make every project more enjoyable. Try it for yourself at your local authorized Janome dealer.
So this is a big day. We finally got all the stuff done for the nursery, and all that's left to do is to put it together in Earl and Deanna's house.
I have to admit it, I was a little nervous about getting everything done on such a tight schedule, but I'm really pleased at how well everything came together.
Yeah, I feel like we just owe Janome such a big thank you that those new machines really helped us get this done quickly.
Absolutely.
What time are Earl and Deanna due back?
They said it could be any time after 2 o'clock.
Oh, we better hustle. I'll start on the window treatment.
And I'll do the crib.
I honestly have no idea what to expect. I'm just really excited to see it.
You guys, they just called. You're going to be here in about 5 minutes. Hey guys! Hi! We are so excited to have done this for you.
Yes.
We're
Thanks, you're really excited.
Can't wait to see it.
And where's Rebecca? She should be here for this.
Well, that's something we need to talk to you about before I move on. We have some sad news we need to share with you guys.
It's a little bit hard to say, so just bear with us. We recently found out that the foster care system is going to, they're going to be moving Rebecca on. She's going to live with some relatives.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you guys. We know that, you know, she's in good hands and God's going to watch over her, so.
Well, and since then we've had some amazing news.
Yes, The doctor said that we wouldn't be able to have children, but recently I found out that we're pregnant.
Oh my Wow, that's a lot of news. That's a lot of
There are these feelings of deep sadness and intense heartache, and then incredible joy and happiness just converging together.
I thought the sewing would be the intense part, but that was unbelievable.
Okay, Earl and Deanna, your new nursery.
Wow!
This is just beautiful in here.
I love bomber sweeping. It is my favorite.
Dresses.
I love the color. The color looks really good here too.
I can't imagine ever making anything like this, so I'm in awe right now.
Little butterflies.
That is really cool. There's a little frog in the middle.
This chair has never looked so good.
Dresses are so
She's gonna look so cute in that.
That one has a hat.
Oh, there's more dresses over
Yes. She loves hats. She looks so cute.
Look at these blankets.
Oh, and there's a purple one too. This bumper is great. She's going to love it.
When you sew for someone, you just never know how deeply it might impact their life.
To us, this gift was so much bigger than the room itself. It was the time and the encouragement and the love that went into all of it, and we're going to think about that every time we look at it.
I have to tell you, I feel loved in a really big way right now.
When you sew for others, you always get back more than you give.